talking about everything to get you into the event. This is going to be a night race, or at least a partial night race, correct?
Yes. So, obviously Phoenix is going to be 100 degrees then. They do have lights, but the lights can be on till 10. Okay. So basically we'll start the day. I think I have the day starting at 2:00 with the drivers' meeting. I literally just penned the schedule last night. We'll start practicing at like 2:30, so it'll be 100. It's it is what it is. And on Friday we'll run 4 practices. And then how our CRC format works is the last practice on the practice day is actually qualifying.
Okay.
So we will end up, the 5th session on Friday night will be your qualifying. So we'll get that out of the way, and then that buys us time on Saturday, where once again we'll start at 2:30-ish with a quick, 6-7 minute warm up or whatever. Run a couple of 10-lap heats, and then by that time it'll be 8:30 when the sun goes down, or basically 8:00, and we'll start running events. And we'll run. I think I have it penciled out to be an 18-lap main event. So that's 38 laps of racing. So each day I think you'll get about 45 laps a day, which is pretty good. And that maximizes the time that we're there and gets us done, right at 10 o'clock, right by 10 o'clock. Unfortunately, the trophies will be a little different, right? We're not going to be able to have a big celebration where we all gather and high five and hug and do that. I'll probably put a table out with our nice tablecloth and put all the awards out there and just say, hey, congratulations, give you a little fist bump or a little wave from 6 feet away, and your trophy's over there on the left. It's what we have to deal with.
Yeah. You going to throw the trophy at people?
No, probably not. They're not technically stars.
And it looks like you have your registration page up already. So, again, challengekarting.com.
Yep, registration open. We already had, several people enter. There's also several people that have emailed me because, some folks, actually the vast majority of folks left their Sonoma registration just on account with us and said, hey, I'll race with you at some point later in the year. We'll just work off that credit. So I have a spreadsheet that I've just been working off. So, you get 5 or 6 emails from people. Hey, I have this credit. Yes, you do. You have your $1,000 credit from your challenge entry. All right, well, apply 500 of it towards this race. We'll see you then. Okay, perfect. Check you off the list. Right. So, entries are coming in. People are asking for practice tires. The one thing we're not doing is we're not, different from a challenge. We are not supplying the race fuel. Just the fuel with an event like this is just easier for customers to get their race fuel from their team or their favorite shop. So, we're still on our VPC 12 with Motul Oil. Courtney Concepts. Motul has been a great partner for us. So we stay with our long-term partners. And so they just need to get their fuel from their team or shop. And, we have practice tires, and they just check in and register and be done.
Nice. All right, so we got VPC 12 as a spec fuel, and you are not supplying it.
Correct.
So teams, start calling around and get your fuel stocked up for your customers.
Yep. Western States Petroleum is the one in Phoenix, Western States.
Okay. Western States Petroleum out of Phoenix. Perfect. And so what teams or individuals do you already have signed up that have committed to going?
Well, most of our challenge sponsors are already back in. Obviously, Gary Carlton from GSC, Greg Bell from Leading Edge, Ron White's usually a big participant. Ryan Root from Ruthless. I mean, that's a home race for him. So he'll have probably a bigger contingent than he really has at most of our races, right? With being a hometown guy, that's pretty typical. Let me look through my list here. Give me 1 second. Oh, come on. Sorry, I'm talking to my computer.
Empire Karts, will they be there?
Empire usually is there. He didn't bring a team to our challenge events because he was doing his F4 thing. So he usually had a parts trailer there. So we'll see in what capacity he'll be there. I'm sure Ryan Perry will be there. There's a chance that Forward Direction, Greg Welch from up in Colorado comes. Sweet Tech has already called me and said they'll be there to support their customers. And then Vince Mandarino from Vemicart, he's trying to figure out a way to get there. It's difficult because he's Canadian and our borders are shut right now. So, they literally said, the borders aren't going to open till like June 22nd, which is 2 days after our event, right? So he said he'd like to come. He's trying to figure out a way. I said, well, just, let me know whatever we can do to help. That'd be great. So, and then, we have Formula Works, which is one of our longtime supporters. They have a team that comes, and I just talked to Phil Giebler. He was in my shop the other day. He said he's trying to get some guys together. Troy Adams said he might be able to get some folks together. And then a couple teams we haven't seen in a while, Nash Motorsports and RPG. They both contacted me asking questions, say they have some folks that want to come out. So in addition to our normal, teams and groups, I think that we'll see a few more, to be honest.
I've been hearing some good stuff about it. People are ready to go race. So it's, the inquiries are coming in, so it's overdue. and then you have a bunch of racers that most of them are type A personality of let's go, let's go, let's go. I don't know if taking a break is really in their vocabulary.
It's hard. It helped. I can tell you it probably helped Phoenix. The club there, averaged during the summer, just because of heat and everything else, that club averaged probably 50 entries.
Yeah.
And at the race they had this past weekend, they had almost 100. I think they had 50 LO206s just by themselves, right? So, the layoff has helped. I think maybe the lesson to be learned in some of these clubs that try to run every 2 weeks, or a lot of them, we've seen them. Some of the smaller clubs are like, oh no, we need to run every 2 weeks, and it's like, if you take a race off every now and then, or take some people would like want to race a little more, right? Because people just don't. It's not even the money. It's the time. It's being able to show up at the track every single 2 weeks for the whole summer. It's just hard.
Yeah.
So
it can add up pretty fast.
Yeah, it's tires and it's gears and it's engine rebuilds and it's all that, but and then it's grandma's birthday. We need to go see her. We can't be at the racetrack too, right? So it's just life.
Yep.
You just gotta budget time for life.
Absolutely. Well, let's take a moment. Let's acknowledge your champions from Challenge of the Americas, because that series, you lost the Sonoma event. It got cut in half, and honestly, it kind of was just a very abrupt end to a series.
I know, it's like a bad breakup.
Yeah. Except for there was no more texting a week later.
Yeah, exactly.
It was
at
tough
2 a.m. after a night in the bar.
Yeah. Our shop was really looking forward to Sonoma because that would have been considered our home race, and a lot of our customers
you're not
home
kidding
track,
me.
and
you're not kidding me, man. Ron White was going crazy. Ronnie had, I think, 5 or 6 drivers at the other 2 rounds, and I think he had 18 guys coming to Sonoma. I was like,
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, Sonoma was going to be good. I was looking forward to going. I was planning on, kind of socializing with the customers on that Saturday and maybe or maybe not making a couple of margaritas.
For sure you were.
Yeah, the whole thing was just like, oh, this is going to be great. This will be kind of a good wrap up. Your series was just humping along. You had a lot of momentum for this Challenge of the Americas.
Yeah,
so I don't know if you
we
have the
certainly
list
have a lot of momentum. Oh, I do. I absolutely do. So,
all right.
Yeah, we certainly had a lot of momentum. It was, I watched a couple other California programs start their season with numbers far lower than they had been in the past couple of years. So, unfortunate. But from a competitive standpoint, I'm a competitive guy. So, I watched my competitors in the business kind of start to go the other way just as we're really starting to get rolling, and it looked like this is looking to be a good year. Now, did this kind of give a stay of execution a little bit? Maybe, but I don't think people have that short of attention span that they forget. So I think all you got to do is get on MyLapse or the results pages and look at which way our program is going and which way some other programs are going, and you can tell where the place to be is. But yeah, I mean, what do you want to know about champions? So obviously we had our the two cadet classes. We had Micro Rock. We had little Nico Sarfati. That kid has an unbelievable personality. He put a little Instagram thing, a little Instagram live thing, or not live, but a little story or whatever.
He is the only person I saw do that.
Yeah, it was great.
He was the only one that I actually saw.
Yep, it was great. I think I shared it, or at least liked it. I mean, I'm not the most social media savvy guy, so I'm terrible at it. But I did see that and commented on it. That hey, here's a kid that's doing the right stuff, and yeah, I'm sure he was prompted a little bit by his folks, but that's okay. He's learning what you have to do and thank the right people. Nico is a kid from the GFC stable, and he did a great job. And then in Mini Rock was Tristan Young. He was on the Vemi, and he did a great job as well. So there's our two cadets. I mean, Nico, because Micro Rock isn't run at the World, the Super Final, he gets a ticket to go compete at Rock the Rio. And then Tristan and Mini, that's actually the most competitive class at the Rock Super Final. I mean, the last couple of years, there's always like 150 cadets in that class, wow. Right? People talk about a certain race in Vegas being the most competitive cadet class in the world, and I look at, no, man, there's 150 cadets over at the Rock Super Final. Just making the main is a win.
So Tristan gets to go to Italy.
He gets to go to Italy. He gets a ticket to that. In junior, we have a couple guys actually came out. Our two junior classes. We had the junior 100cc, which was Alex Berg. Alex Berg is Alan Berg's son. Our junior 100cc class was a little light this year. I got to be honest. We'll build it. We allow both engines, but both 100cc engines, but the Rock 100cc is certainly better in junior. And Alex, I think went undefeated in junior 100cc. So he came out of the Ryan Perry Motorsports stable, and he gets a ticket to Rock the Rio. And then in junior GP, came down to a 2-kart race. It was Enzo Delaney and Frankie Mossman, and Enzo just nipped him. That would have been interesting to see at Sonoma because they were virtually tied. Enzo had just a little bit of a lead on him, and so Enzo gets to go for the second time back to Italy because Enzo was our Mini Rock champion last year. So okay. He gets to go in junior, and he's from Ryan Perry Motorsports too. So Ryan Perry swept the junior class.
Nice.
In senior, we have senior 100cc. Kid that did an amazing job, ran double duty all year, and always was up front. Won finals at every event. I can't remember which event. I think he swept the weekend at one of our events. But Oliver Calvo won our senior 100cc class, racing out of Leading Edge Motorsports with Greg Bell. And then senior Rock, Oliver finished second in that class. Again, was right there. But Jake Drew beat him out. Jake Drew out of Formula Works on the Comp Kart.
Okay.
He wins a ticket to Italy. I think that's the first time that Jake's going to race out of the country. So I know they're very, very excited.
I'm actually surprised by that. Jake, I've heard it. I'm surprised by that. I've heard Jake's name for a number of years, and So this will be his
Jake
first
is
international
a-
experience, possibly.
Yeah, Jake's a very, very